Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today the question that I want to be asking is what is the future for SBET, SBET Sharp Link Gaming stock? The reason why I ask is because yesterday we saw a gain of $1. That represents about 5.93%. And with that being said, with us coming to such key levels of support, a level that we have previously bounced off before, do we go up? Do we go higher? Or are things about to drop even lower? Now, nobody can say for sure, and I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice, so I thoroughly recommend that you do your own research and make your own opinions. With that being said, I'll be sharing with you today my personal thoughts and opinions based on what we are seeing at the minute. Now, if you do enjoy these sorts of videos, please do make sure to like, please do make sure to subscribe. It helps me out and it helps the channel a lot, and it also allows me to know that you guys want to see more videos on this stock. Now that I've said all of the boring stuff, we might as well jump straight in, and let's actually start off by looking at a more simplified chart. Now, over the past 5 days, you guys will know that this stock is dropping really just very consistently. At the start of the 5-day period, we were at prices well above $23. We saw this high back here before dropping 23% to recent lows, and again bouncing slightly. Where we are right now, we're still down 16% from those highs. However, given the month, given the context here, we're still not as low as we were just a couple of days ago, as I mentioned. Now, the 6-month chart here is really impressive, initially rocketing over 2,000% at these highs, before coming down to where we are. Now, this slow trend has taken us down, but we're still up 520%. And considering that, the trend here, well, we've got to ask, is there more potential for a bounce like this, or even to go back up to these levels, or are we going to see this one drop even further? Well, like I say, this week is, and the next couple of days at the very least, are going to be quite important, in my opinion, for deciding what comes next. The good news so far is that yesterday we saw a gain of, like I say, nearly 6%. However, do bear in mind, we're giving back a lot of that in the pre-market so far, falling by 2.2%. Now again, all could change as the markets do open, however this is also worth noting. Now, what am I looking out specifically for today? Well, one key level that I mentioned is going to be $17, $17.5, $17.6, somewhere in this range. Now, if you have a look back to here, this has been the closest thing to a level of support that we have found very recently. If we can hold on to this, things are looking quite good. Things could be looking very optimistic. Again, this level has held up for us in the past. There is that possibility that it could do it again. Now, if we do see that happen, I'm pretty happy, right? That seems quite low from where we are right now, and of course it would represent quite the red day. However, we've got to be realistic enough to say, we are up massively. Maintaining any of these gains would be a good thing. Now, I think people do tend to get optimistic when we see these green days, especially after such a prolonged period of red. However, let's not get ahead of ourselves. There are still a few key levels on the upside. We're going to be looking to really break above and maintain above, let's say, 1950, right? That, or roughly in that range, has been a previous level of resistance in the last day or so, and a previous level of support back here. We've also seen it hold up as a support at this point in the past, roughly around this point, slightly higher, right? We've seen it also be a level of resistance on these high levels too, struggling to just break above that pot. Breaking above into the $20 range is going to be a very important and significant thing for the next couple of days. However, given the fact that the markets in general are very choppy today and in the last couple of days at the very least, given the circumstances regarding this stock and how much it has risen, what I really want to see over the next few days is just some solid consolidation, right? That is going to be very simple. And I know that a lot of people are going to be mad because I don't want to see a massive run. I think to get the best out of this stock at the minute, we want to just see some solid consolidation. That's going to hopefully prepare us for another leg up. We want to see this one really, for me, remain in that channel, like I say, on the low end, $18, $17, potentially into the slightly lower ranges down there, $16 maybe. And the high end, 21, 2105, 2120, somewhere in this channel, I'm still very happy, right? Now, a break below this channel would be significant, right? Breaking below, we'll call it 1620, will be very significant because that's going to take us to new lows for the recent period. We haven't seen lows that low since we broke through this, right? This entire channel, right? Since we've been above it, we've not really gone below it, to be honest. So that would be a significant downtrend. And on the uptrend, we're going to really need to break above levels at 20, 21, and 23. Which do I think is more likely? Well, I think it's more likely that we may see a red day today. Again, hopefully I'm wrong, but whether we hold on these bottom sides or not is actually very important. That's the key level that I'm looking for. And, you know, I know it's one of those things where it's not very, it wouldn't represent a massive run, it wouldn't represent a massive drop particularly either, and it may make for a rather slow and boring process, but we've got to be honest here, right? I think what we're trying to do is just maintain and hold this bottom around $16, $17, $18. Do that, and we're in good preparation for the future. So that's just my opinion, guys. Again, I wouldn't be necessarily mad about seeing this one drop a little bit lower. I think as long as we hold on to those levels, though, for me, things are still looking good. I personally wouldn't be adding today. It's just my opinion. I think there is that possibility, for me at least. Again, you guys make your own decisions. But for me, I think there's that possibility to pick up at better prices. But time will tell. So that's all I've really got to say for this one. I hope you enjoyed this quick video. And if you did, of course, leave a like on it, subscribe. And I hope I'll see you again soon. Goodbye. If you guys are ready to get serious about trading for less than the price of a coffee every day, I've got to tell you about the new Patreon page that I have just launched. That's right, guys, I have a new Patreon. I'm going to be sharing everything on here, from my personal stocks that I am watching to pre-market updates, as well as a Discord group which I have started. It's going to allow you to access similar-minded, like-minded people who are also interested in sharing their knowledge about the markets. I'm going to be sharing a lot of stuff over here, guys. There's going to be a lot of exclusive content coming in the next couple of weeks, but do bear in mind, for most of the tiers, spots are limited. The Market Scout, where you'll gain access to the Discord, prices will change after 150 members. At the moment, guys, I'm limited for time, so the Trader's Edge course and above, we're limiting the courses even lower, right? There's a limited amount of people who can join. At the same time, depending on the level of mentorship that you want, we have prices going all the way up from $14.50 to the highest tiers over here that you can see. Again, if you're looking to take your journey to that next level, on these middle tiers, this is personally the one that I would recommend, even though it's not the most expensive. It costs less than a coffee every single day, and the amount of information that you'll get here, in my personal opinion, is absolutely worth the value. At the very least, guys, you can become a member for free. The link is down in the description, the comment section, and the bio. Just give it a look and see what you think. And of course, feel free to sign up if you're looking to take your journey even further. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the video.